Hi there. I want to introduce to you today the Tailored Health NDIS Exercise Program. We want to help our participants unlock their most independent self. Ultimately, we want to help build our participants' independence as best we can. The way we see this is through helping build their confidence, connection, and participation. So how we build their confidence up is through growing their skills and improving their supports. How we improve their participation is through improving their skills and developing their social aspects of their lives. And how we build connection is through growing that support around them and developing that social aspect of their lives to help them be as independent as possible. So these three main pillars build up our program. So let's break out these pillars. So the first pillar of skills, and the first skill is communication. So through growing their communication skill, we can help them to show them typical conversational expectations between participants and all their interactions within the clinic. So from reception to other participants and clients, as well as the practitioner themselves. Can also set expectations around scheduling and rescheduling of appointments where necessary. The next area is activities of daily living. So we want to be able to assess their ability to perform tasks that they want to be able to complete or that they need to be able to complete by themselves, and then prescribing exercise to help improve that ability to do those tasks. And finally, mobility. So finding out the level of mobility that they need and want to have, finding out where they're at, so assessing where they're at, and prescribing exercises to help get to that level that they want to have and they need to have so that they can participate safely within their environments of the home or out in the community. The next pillar is social. So the first skill we want to work on there is the teamwork aspect of the social. With our buddy system, we would like each participant to be in a group of 2 to 3 people of similar abilities so they can work together to reach their goals. This is a great way to let them get to know someone extra that's similar to them so they can potentially form a friendship, as well as it is also a more cost-effective way to run our sessions as well for our participants. Next is having a mentor and coach. So having an EP or an exercise physiologist to take each participant through their exercises in a safe environment, while also leading expectations of appropriate behavior and communications within and outside of appointments as well. And lastly is being part of the tailored health community where they can attend events that we hold. The next pillar is support. And the first area within support is our self-management. So we support each of our participants in their self-management as high a level as they can. Could be from organizing and scheduling their appointments, completing a home exercise program, through helping them with their emotional regulation through the use of exercise, or it could be being able to complete an extra self-care task or task at home, activity of daily living that they need to complete. Next is goals. So we want to help support our participants with their goals. Could be personal goals that they want to work on outside of the NDIS goals, but then also working on these NDIS goals. And the next area is learning. So creating a supportive environment at Tailored Health that creates the opportunity for learning to happen. We know that mistakes are made and that's okay because they help us learn, and sending that message to our participants that this is what we somewhat expect. Typically, we're helping them learn about improving their safety and decreasing their risk of moving in a not so helpful way. First 5 appointment pathway. Our first appointment is all about finding your baseline and getting to know the individual from their NDIS goals, likes and dislikes, and what they really want help with, and then assessing where they're at towards those goals as well. Session number 2 is the exercise program, or finding your moves. So now that we've tested where they're at, we want to really build out that exercise program to give them something to work on in appointments and outside of appointments. Our third session is the demo day. So showing your moves. So now that we've have an exercise program that we're working through, hopefully we've practiced it a couple of times at home as well with the use of supports if needed. We come back and we teach the practitioner what we're doing and what we're working on. And this helps us to see if we are really moving the way we want them to, or if we need to modify some things as well. So day 4, or session 4, is growing your moves. So we've really practiced them, we've shown that we can do them, we've altered anything that we need to, and now it's probably time to make some things a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult, as we've probably had some good movement and progress along up until this point. And then the 5th session is the harvest, so measuring your moves. So those baseline measures that we took in that first appointment are then going to be measured again after 5 appointments to really make sure that we're moving towards those NDIS goals. A communication rhythm. So communication with our participants are going to be in the form of typically having a weekly appointment as an individual or a group. This could be in clinic, home visits, or via telehealth. Those weekly appointments, one of them each month is going to be a progression session. So making sure that we're working at the correct level for each person, and we're not just continuing to do the same exercises continuously and not really moving towards our NDIS goals or personal goals. And quarterly retesting as well. So making sure we're testing ourselves against those baseline measures to really make sure we're moving towards those NDIS goals and personal goals. And for the support coordinators, parents and guardians out there, so we're going to have a monthly update on attendance, adherence to program, and behavior. Quarterly and NDIS goal progress to do with that harvest and the retesting. And then the yearly progress report written 1 month before the NDIS plan review. So just so that we're all aware, there are 3 streams of funding that we can utilize for our participants. The main 2 being improved daily living and health and wellbeing. But we can also draw from the core supports as well, if needed. So what's next? At Tailored Health, we love to help as many people as possible and find out if exercise physiology is right for them. So we'd love to offer you a free initial assessment and report to any participant that would like to look at exercise physiology as an option. Or we can take a quiz. So how can exercise support me towards my NDIS goals? You can complete this on behalf of your participants if you want, if they want you to. Otherwise, we will have a link in the PDF copy of the slides I'll send through that you could send through to your participants so that they can fill it out themselves. If you have any questions, please reach out on the number below or via the email. And I can't wait to start helping your participants grow their independence and reach their NDIS goals.